Greetings, fellow conquerors, and welcome back to England, here in EU4, or Britain, I should say. And we're currently fighting a war with the Austrians that really sucks. And we'd like to get out of it as soon as possible. Thankfully, the Tuscans would accept a white peace. Although if we had 1% more war score, we could actually make a legitimate demand from them. But honestly, considering our manpower situation, and considering the fact that Austria is so, Austrian, it doesn't really make sense, does it? Or maybe it does, I don't know. People have different experiences with Austria, but basically Tuscan war exhaustion is pretty high, as is our own war exhaustion is getting there. And I don't want to sacrifice any more troops over this pointless war. So we're going to white peace out. I don't care if Spain breaks an alliance with us, this was a really stupid idea on their part. If they'd waited, we could, especially fighting over Tuscany like that, like really, you think we can take him? And Spain can be pissy all he wants. Especially since, if he decides that, like, hey, I'm gonna, break alliance, well, congratulations, Spain, now I'm gonna start fabricating claims on you. Alright, cool. Well, that allows us to go deal with separatists. Where is our fleet at the present moment? Can never seem to find it when I need it. Alright, it's still all the way up here, actually, so we're going to grab the Army of Desmond once again. Particularly because the Army of Desmond has the luxury of having, like, 10 mercenary regiments in it, so we will attach them to the fleet. We'll send them over to Livland. And now there are Rigan separatists as well. This is less than ideal. Alright, I didn't realize Inhambane had become a full colony. I mean, that's fantastic news. I think that an eventual conflict with the Spanish is inevitable. And it's interesting to note that the Spanish and the Austrians are not allies, but if they became allies, that would cause serious problems for us, I think. Though we do still have the Ottomans on our side, whom I am going to improve relations with. Alright, it looks like the rebellion situation is still, still happening, but Spain is barely managing to win here. And let's see, what else can we do with our other diplomat? We could improve relations with Trier. I think that's a good idea. Now, the manpower situation being what it is, we are going to have to wait at least a little bit before we declare another war. Though if we are fighting like the Malians, for example, manpower isn't going to be as much of an issue because we're 6 techs ahead of them in military. And they have almost no... In fact, they have 0 military ideas, so... and we actually already have the Royal Army down here, so it may be a good idea to use the Royal Army once we get the chance. That being said, we need to go kill these rebels first. Alright, let's land the troops. Give it another month. Alright, our American colony has grown. This is now a city which will belong to New Desmond. And are there any good center? Yeah, there's another center of trade here in the Lenape province. So once our colonist gets back, we'll have to be sure to send him. I may need to look into my notifications to to do that. We're not going to tax Desmond. We've established this. Now, thankfully, we are, getting 12, well, not 1,200, but... No, we are getting 1,200 manpower a month, so the 60,000 manpower deficit is not as, dire as it may seem. Alright, but let's send our troops here to Raritan. I don't know if we really need to have an entire army over here, but it is nice to have them for sieges, and the Netherlands are just exploding down here in Florida. I'm not really sure how they're accomplishing this, but... Then again, they are using 2 colonists, I believe, if not more. They may have other policies that allow them to do things as well. They're currently the Netherlands' only ally is Nassau. Don't we have a claim on the Netherlands? We do. What is the Dutch army like? All right, Netherlands. Only 23,000 troops with a force limit of 33. I don't think that the Orangists are in power. They are not. The Orangists are not in power. So they have the naval stuff at the moment, which could prove problematic for them. By the way, we teched up, and let's look at these really snazzy uniforms that our troops now have. Hey, you want to look at the camera, buddy? Thanks. Look at that. Isn't that wonderful? He's got some nice red, a good black, exterior or exterior pants. Very nice, very professional-looking soldiers. Let's see, the manpower situation being what it is, I'm not particularly worried about taking over, the Netherlands here. Once we take care of some of these rebels and our manpower recovers just a little bit, I think attacking the Netherlands is going to be fairly easy. And if nothing else, the New Netherlands may be able to break free and make for a really easy war as well. Because though that is a decent chunk of land, it's really not all that much development when you stop and look at it. Let's see. Yep, our colonists are currently en route. We could also declare a quick reconquest war on the Danes, but again, our manpower is basically, negative 50,000 at the moment. So that would make that less than ideal. I think building some mercs may be in our best interest for some of these armies, just so we can wage war as we need to. Let's go ahead and kill these rebels off. I'm pretty sure most of the regiments in this that have any troops at all are all mercenaries, so... Oh my. Alright, let's send this one stack to siege this province back, now that I remember. The number of things I forget while I'm on camera are just insane. Let's see. Alright, the British Cape of Good Hope. And, I wonder what this province is going to be called, because most of the other province names have gotten changed as time has passed over here. How did the Spaniards fare? They are still in the war. They're at negative 27 war score at the moment, which would be a great time to rival them and fabricate a claim, but we would have a 5-year truce, so... And the thing is, we are making like 15 ducats a month, so, first of all, we should probably build more manpower buildings. Yeah, let's do that. Get some more good British soldiers into the army. And then the other thing, of course, would be to start building more mercenaries. Alright, well, the army of Desmond is going to be comprised soon of almost exclusively infantry, or mercenaries, I should say. So we're just going to flat out delete these 8 regiments, and we're instead going to build 8 merc regiments. Let's go ahead and build those. And we are going to go ahead and attack the Danish here. And our whole shtick here as Britain is that we really want to focus on beating up powers that are weaker than us. It's not about having, we are not an army that is, we don't have a superior army, and there's not really a whole much that we can do about this. Lose 10 prestige or get 15,000 manpower. Where's the decision? I feel like I'm missing something. Alright, let's stop improving relations with Lithuania, who still has not allied anyone other than us. And I don't know what we're going to do if Poland decides to attack and calls in Austria. Spain is going to break their alliance with us. They are now hostile and want our provinces, so we're going to go ahead and, one-up them, rival them, and it's going to be time to attack Spain soon, I think. It was a long time coming, honestly. Norwegian separatists. Great, we have to go deal with those now. Alright, we're going to fabricate claims on Spain. Oh, I'm misclick, please. Alright. Alright, Denmark, you're spared for a little bit longer. Not much, but a little bit. We are taking, losing a significant amount of money every month. Simply because, oh, hold on, we need to, let's see. Let's detach for a siege. And we got new uniforms apparently. Some of these troops, I don't know what the difference is, but some of our troops actually have a different outfit. It may be because this is an artillery regiment. I guess that would be why. But our actual infantry have very nice looking uniforms, very stylish caps there, and of course the classic red coat with a white uniform underneath. Very good looking, as we might expect from our own, tailors and such. We're nothing if not stylish at 93 prestige. These natives down here are insane. They've risen up like 2 times in a very short amount of time. Oh, this is Philadelphia. Well, there you go. Of course, being really excited to attack and take over some of these, tribal nations as well. Spanish Canada! You've crossed the line, Spain. Allied with Brandenburg. Is Brandenburg free? Brandenburg broke free from Poland. Okay. Sure. Now, my real question is whether or not Tuscany would be interested in an alliance, and it's looking like probably not. Sure, we'll give a city a seat in Parliament. I don't see why not. We'll take 1 corruption over 1 stability. Okay. The army of Desmond is set to go. We will stop improving relations in Trier. Yeah, let's reconquest. Alright, squish the Danish army here. They have aristocratic and quality ideas. I only see this ending well for us. Yep, and flanked. We lost 1,000 troops and stack wiped them. Cool. Alright, let's detach for a siege. Send the rest of the troops away. Well, first of all, let's probably kill these Protestant zealots. Just so we don't have to worry about them stealing war score from us, essentially. The click box for this little area here, the for the Oresund, is a little bit insane. All right, our 3 manpower buildings have been built. How much does our max power manpower go up there? Alright, we got about 2,000 more manpower out of that, so pretty big gain overall, I would say. Important to note that Gelre has broken free from the Netherlands and has taken over some of their land as well. Saxony is the current emperor, and Saxony has grown a little bit. And they are allied with like everyone in the HRE. Wait, the Netherlands are part of the HRE. Okay, I'm not sure how that happened, but whatever, I guess. Not really sure I want to part of that then. I guess Spain is next on the chopping block once our truce ends. Although their alliance, a potential alliance with the Austrians could be quite precarious for us. We'll see what they do. Getting that free 15k manpower is pretty good. We're already up to only needing about 7,600 more troops. All right, we won the siege of Skane. Let's send our troops over here. We do have 82% war score. We're just gonna go ahead and squish that. Thank you kindly. And we'll just be sieging this last fort over here. We could pick up Tech 19 Diplo, which we will, because we can. How much would it cost to upgrade the whole fleet? 1,380 ducats. Not overpriced at all. Spain is fabricating claims on us as well, of course. And let's try to take more French land first, since we already have a bunch of French land in the first place. It's probably going to be a tough war. I mean, Portugal somehow has 47,000 troops. Probably because of... Now, they don't even have full quantity yet. That's just from, I guess, colonies and owning part of the Maghreb. They've also probably been developing their provinces, if I had to guess. It would appear to be that way, but all the same, 47,000. Whew. It's a lot of troops for a little nation like Portugal. Something to consider. Part of our problem, actually, the Ottomans have gone up to Tech 20 in military, so they're going to pose a much bigger threat to the Spanish than I thought they would. Although, Spanish defensive ideas is pretty disgusting. The Ottomans have they have quantity ideas, right. So they just have a ton of troops. Alright, would the Danes accept full annexation here? No, because we need to siege that fort first. That's fine. We expect this. Let's see, Ottomans are at war with just the Mamluks, so that war is going to be over fairly quickly. Should give us some time to recuperate, and then we'll probably go to attack the Spanish. Although I can't decide if it's better to attack the Spanish or to move into the Netherlands. Alright. So they should accept full annexation here. It is going to cost us a decent amount of admin from the look of it. But that's fine, and we'll take all their worldly possessions, of course. The corn cost is probably just because we already have some of these areas into states, I would assume. Or maybe the Danes just had they had aristocratic ideas, so they have improved or increased coring costs. That's also it, I believe. Yep, increased coring costs. That'll do it. Alright. Now that that's done. So yes, having Saxony as the emperor, considering he's allied with basically everyone in the HRE, is a bit of a problem. The Knights still exist, which is hilarious, and they're allied with Munster, of all people. I don't know how that happened, but, sure. Let's send 2 cavalry from this army over to the army of France. Ooh, slaves. My favorite. Let's see. I mean, joking aside, it is a very valuable resource, though, you know, somebody's going to abolish it, and we'll probably follow henceforth. We do have Estonian rebels. This is fine. Where's the fleet? I keep misplacing the fleet. Ugh. Think this ever happened in real life? You know, the king's just sitting there. Oh, I know the fleet's out there somewhere. Why did it go all the way up there? Come on, guys. Hey guys, you know, it'd be really funny if we moved the fleet really high up north into the Norwegian Sea. That's a great idea. Let's do it. We're 1 transport short of being able to transport this entire army. Well, all the same, let's move them. I don't know, like maybe it's not as bad as we would think, because most of Saxony's allies are just 1 province minors, and this Dutch land here is really good. Oh wait, we're still allied with Portugal. How about that? Well, hey, if Portugal's willing to join, sure. Let's see. Just checking on the Spanish here. The Ottomans would accept. So that's nice. Of course, the big problem, of course, being giant Brandenburg. Very scary Brandenburg. He might form Prussia here. I think he only needs a couple more provinces from Poland. Though I don't think he'll be able to get them because he'd have to fight Austria. And we find ourselves once again in a very interesting situation, though hopefully our 178,000 force limit is enough to deter a lot of potential attackers. How's the rebel situation looking? We do have some, apparently, Kabu separatists about to fire that we can stop if we just move our troops into the right province. I think. Are these the same separatists? No. These are British peasants in this province. Speaking of which, more coring. Would this be a good idea to turn this into a state? No. No, it would not. We could attack the Dutch. I think attacking the Dutch would be the best European move. However, although our aggressive expansion really isn't looking that bad with the HRE, all the same, though, I think fighting the Africans again would be a good idea. So we're probably going to do that. I would really like to fight the Spanish, but the fact that they're allied to one of our allies is kind of a problem. However, the Tuscans have become friendly. Sure. So yeah, the Tuscans have become friendly. I think we're going to try to ally them. Manpower in the positive again. Always a nice thing to see. So yeah, if we re-elect someone, we lose 10 Republican tradition, which I don't really want to do at the moment, because our Republican tradition is not that high. Stability cost modifier is very high at the moment. What do we want to get more of? Probably Diplo points? Yeah, let's do the diplomat candidate. Unfortunately, our hero, William Beresford, has finally died of old age. In his place, we have William Henry Benbow and Jonathan Button. What a fantastic name. We will assign Jonathan Button to the Army of Desmond. I want the best led by the best. And the Army of Scotland here can be led by... Actually, Benbow is going to go down here to Mali because we are planning on waging war here fairly soon, once again, against the Africans. Fortunately, a lot of this land, actually all of this land, is Sunni for the most part, which is going to make it very difficult to convert without the right policies and such. However, with the next admin tech, we will be able to get another idea group, and we're probably going to pick up a administrative group. I'm thinking probably humanist. Humanist might be the way to go. But anyway, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for joining me. The situation is getting very tense, I would say. But I hope you're enjoying it, and I'll see you on the next one.